Welcome to my kitchen. This is Vanessa Young of Thirsty Radish. Today I'm making delicious, hot out of the oven, soft pretzels with flaky sea salt, some with pesto, one of my favorite toppings. These pretzels have great texture, they're fun to make, and they're just so good. Let's get started. Combine the bread flour, all-purpose flour, yeast, butter, and sugars in a stand mixer fitted with the dough hook. Add the warm water and mix on medium-low for about 5 minutes until dough is elastic. Add the kosher salt about 30 seconds before it's done. Turn into a lightly oiled glass bowl and cover. I refrigerate mine overnight for the best flavor, but for same-day pretzels, let rise at room temperature until doubled in size. After the dough has doubled in size, divide it into 8 pieces. You can see how elastic and springy this dough is. These pretzels are going to be delicious. Now we're ready to roll. Take a piece of dough, form it gently into a more oval shape and place it on the counter. No flour needed. This dough doesn't really stick. Slowly use your hands to form a rope, working from the center out. No need to force it. Little by little, this dough will get to be about 20 inches long, which is just where we want it. First, make a U, then twist the ends and cross them over again. Pull down to make a classic pretzel shape. Place on a lightly oiled, parchment-lined baking sheet and repeat. I usually put about 4 per baking sheet so that they have room to expand in the oven. And then start rolling your next piece. Now that you're getting the hang of it, I'll speed this part up a little. Just remember to work the dough nice and gently. It will eventually get as long as you need it to be to form a beautiful pretzel shape. Form a U again, twist, twist again, pull down, and you have another beautiful pretzel. And let's not forget tray number 2. For the best texture, I boil the pretzels first. Add 1/3 cup baking soda to 8 cups boiling water. Gently lower the pretzels 2 at a time into the boiling water, spooning some over the top. Boil for about 30 seconds, then let drain on a baking rack before returning the pretzels to the parchment. Next, make an egg wash by whisking 1 egg with 1 tablespoon water. Brush the tops of each pretzel with the egg wash. In addition to boiling the pretzels, this helps to ensure a nice golden color develops as they bake in the oven. It also helps the toppings to stick. And speaking of toppings, I recommend using really great salt like flake sea salt, and of course pesto, which is made of fresh basil, parmesan, garlic, and toasted pine nuts. I'll share my pesto recipe in a moment. Here's the flake sea salt, which adds great flavor to the pretzel. Even if you decide to add pesto like I do, make sure to layer it over the salt. Just a sprinkle more. Now for the pesto recipe. Certainly you can find pesto at the market, but if you have time to make this, I promise you'll love it. Combine the basil and garlic in a food processor. Pulse until chopped. Add the cooled toasted pine nuts or walnuts as a substitute and most of the olive oil, reserving 1 tablespoon. Process until incorporated. Add the parmesan and a pinch of salt and process again until combined. Stir in the remaining olive oil. This is so good. You can use the extra on pasta too. We are ready to bake. Put both trays in a 450-degree oven for about 12 minutes or until deeply golden. Rotate the trays halfway through to ensure even baking. Thank you for visiting my kitchen. For more recipes and inspiration, please visit Thirsty Radish.